Hello, and welcome back to the cabin. November is Writers Month and short stories, and I'm reading short stories from our viewers throughout the weekend and next week and try to catch up with some of these letters. Now, this short story comes from the Pacific Northwest. Okay, so not far. No name, they didn't sign a name, and I don't want to give their tagline. As you can see, our table is geared up for winter, and as always, we have hot cups of tea. And let's begin. The Call of the River. In the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, where towering trees whisper secrets, and the air was thick with the scent of pine, a Sasquatch named Koda wandered aimlessly. His massive frame moved through the underbrush, yet his usual grace was weighed down by sorrow. Just days prior, a catastrophic flood had ravished his home, sweeping away not only the land, but the precious family he adored. He had searched in vain, calling out their names into the roaring winds and the torrential rains, but only echoes returned to him. The river, which had once brought life and sustenance to him and his kin, now flowed with the remains of their home. Each gurgling sound felt like a taunt, a reminder of the laughter and the warmth that he once felt when he shared this space. Koda could still picture his mate, Asha, with her soft eyes and nurturing spirit, along with their playful cubs, who would chase each other through the tall grass. But now it was all the desolate expanse of the forest and the relentless current of the river. Okay. Driven by instinct and hope, Koda decided to follow the river downstream. Perhaps it had carried Asha and the cubs away, or at least the remnants of their lives. As he walked, he listened intently, catching the distant cries of birds, the rustling of leaves, hoping against hope to hear the familiar sound, a giggle, a call, anything that would tell him they were still alive. The journey felt endless. Days turned into nights, and Koda's heart grew heavy with each passing moment. He encountered remnants of what used to be a child's toy washed ashore, a scrap of fabric that belonged to Asha, but no sign of his family yet. He pressed on, his determination unwavering. After all, nothing mattered more than bringing his loved ones back into the warmth of his embrace. As the sun began to set on the seventh day of his quest, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Koda heard something that stopped him in his tracks. A soft whisper floating on the breeze, carried by the river's course. His heart raced. A flicker of hope ignited within him. He hurried towards the sound, moving swiftly but carefully through the underbrush. There, amongst the tangled roots of an ancient tree, he saw them, Asha and their cubs, drenched and shivering. The water had carried them far, but they were alive. Relief flooded through Koda, overwhelming the despair he had been holding on to for so long. He rushed to them, crouching low, the warmth of his breath mingling with the chilling evening air. "Asha, my love," he exclaimed, the deep timbre of his voice resonating in the atmosphere. Maybe I should have said, "Asha, my love." Okay. Asha looked up, her eyes wide with recognition and disbelief. She rushed to him, the cubs clinging to her, and Koda wrapped his massive arms around her and enveloped them all in his warmth. There was a moment of silence, a reunion filled with soft cries and gentle embraces, and Koda could feel the shivers ripple through his family. The cold had settled deep into their bones. "Come, let's get you warm," he said softly, taking charge as he led them to the nearby cave. Sheltered from the elements, inside the air was dry with a hint of earth and moss, the perfect sanctuary from the lingering chill. Koda quickly gathered leaves and twigs and started a fire, remembering the lessons he had learned from Asha. As the flames danced to life, he wrapped his arms around the cubs, pulling them close and shielding them with his own body heat, and Asha joined them, her weary smile lighting up the darkness that had surrounded them. As they sat together, Koda could see the warmth returning to his family's faces, the fire crackling softly, casting flickering shadows on the cave walls. They shared stories of their harrowing experiences, drawing strength from each other as they huddled together. The fierce bond of family was rekindled, stronger than ever, and for the first time since the flood, Koda felt a surge of hope. Once they were strong enough, Koda knew it was time to return to their mountain home, far away from human eyes and the destructive forces of the world. Together they ventured back, every step lighting the path towards healing. The mountains welcomed them with open arms, the forest vibrant and alive once more. Koda realized that despite the trials, they had done it together, and that's all that truly mattered. Well, that was really good too. What an interesting story. And it's written by Foreman. I'm sorry, I can't read that writing. Oh, it's written for Matt, it says, for Matt. Well, thank you, Matt. Very good story. Be interesting to hear a couple more chapters, or one day you may have a book on your hands there. Very good. And we'll finish there for today. Thanks for coming to the cabin and joining us for Tea and Stories. Be sure to check out my site and see I have some cooking shows, some arts and craft. I make music. I do music videos. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And ring the bell if you want to get notified each time there's a new video posted. And leave a comment or a story. And the next story I tell might be yours. And as always, be kind to nature and go into the forest as often as you can. And thank you to all my subscribers for helping my little channel grow. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.